Hey guys, what's going on? Emerald Element here, bringing you guys another VOD from the weekly I went to yesterday, Nova Weeklies, for August 15th. That was yesterday as of this recording and as of the upload. And this is Winners Finals, me against OffBeat. Again, this is OffBeat's second week at the weekly. And, he's already taken names. He's already proven it. He's really good. So, here we go, jumping into game one. He starts off as Fox, and I am currently dreading everything about life at this point because Fox is one of Samus's worst matchups. And on top of that, Fox really exploits a weakness I have as a player, in the sense that I do not deal with up-close pressure very well. And I mentioned this in the last VOD. That I had against OffBeat. But it's a weakness I have as a player and something I'm currently trying to correct. But as of this match, I still was kind of working on it. So we come into the match and I'm feeling, I was like, oh my god, I'm fighting Fox. So, and I mean, the game is showing it. I'm doing my best to just kind of stay away from him, but making a couple hasty decisions because he's up in my face. And the percents are about 30% deficit, so, and growing, so, things aren't looking good for me right now. So, I mean, I'm just kind of doing what I always try to do, is just try to space, throw out some projectiles, throw out Zaire, try to read his options so that I don't get punished real hard just like that with that forward smash. So, back on stage, sitting at 120%, anything is going to kill at this point. And it's right there is something I did really careless, as I was just staying grounded, firing charge shots, and going for the laggy grab. He got a nice read there, read the charge cancel jump forward, and he caught that with the up air, got the kill, so good stuff. Coming into my second stock, I'm like, okay, I need to be a little bit more careful here. So, I'm not really sure exactly what you really do in this scenario. I just kind of went for that spike there and it just happened to work. I feel like with this matchup, you just have to be really on point for the defensive play. It's weird because it's like I feel like I should be comboing him because he's combo food, and if I'm comboing him, he can't combo me. But at the same time, I gotta have to focus on getting him out to reliably set up a combo. So it's really weird in that sense. And that's just the matchup. It could use a little bit more studying on it, but so anyway, we're both on our last stock now, and percents are starting to look a little bit more even. Starting to pull out a comeback here. It hits me with that raw forward smash though, so and I think it was like a roll read or something. So here we are. I mean, he's basically got me continuously pushed to the ledge. Trying to get some neutral stuff going, gets that reflect on me, knocks me out a bit, and he does that later with a super missile as well. And that's one thing, you get a projectile reflected back at you, especially powerful ones like that. It kind of messes with you a little bit. Kind of get a taste of your own medicine. You're like, oh my god, please don't die. So right there, I went for the get up attack because Samus's get up attack is, their get up attacks in general are laggy, but I like Samus's in the fact that it actually has range and is a pretty decent way to regain stage control. So I went for the get up attack there, expecting him to run in and try something, but I misread, and he reacted accordingly. So I lost the stock and I lost the first game. So moving on to game two, he switches to Kirby, and the thing about OffBeat is that he's the type of guy to he likes to play a lot of different characters, so I guess if you want to say he's kind of like anti in a sense, is that he just uses a lot of these different characters, and it's really crazy. So I'm not sure what compelled him to switch to Kirby. Not that it's a bad switch, because Kirby is another troublesome matchup for Samus. But anyway, he switches to Kirby, and I remember as he selected Kirby, and I was looking at the TV and I just slowly turned my head to him, because Kirby, like I said, is a somewhat difficult matchup for Samus just because he's so small. Like, he can avoid a lot of my attacks just by standing in front of me. So that's kind of why I was like, oh my god, you know, I mean, he knows the characters to pick. So I looked at him and I just hit start. He's like, oh, no fear. So we go into the match, and you know, he's doing Kirby things, you know, forward airs and, or not forward airs, forward throws into the down airs and the forward airs and that kind of stuff. And if you don't know, Kirby has potentially the best down air in the game, as it can be it can be canceled super easily, and it could start a combo. So you can just hit down air, cancel it into a combo, or you can cancel it into a kill move. It's, in my opinion, arguably one of the best down airs in the game. So that's something you really have to look out for with Kirby, especially if you're a combo, or if you're a character that can get comboed really easy, like Samus. So you really have to look out for that. And right here, he's just kind of, well, things are really just more or less even here. You know, percents are looking even, and you know, we're just kind of trading blows. No one's really in an edge guarding or ledge trapping situation just yet. So right here, he now has the charge shot ability, which, you know, when he gets the charge shot, you have to change your playstyle a bit, because you know, regular Kirby, you can just kind of zone him out. It's difficult, but you can zone him out and just play normally. But when he gets the charge shot, it's better for you to go rush down, in my opinion, because I don't know why I went for that down air there. That was really stupid and cost me the stock. But anyway, so when Kirby has a charge shot, I find it better to just kind of switch from defense to rush down, because, you know, it's just like fighting Mewtwo and Mii Gunner. You don't want them to get the charge shot. You don't want them to get that Shadow Ball. You know, it's the same situation here, except way more deadly, because, like I said, Kirby can cancel his down air into pretty much anything. So at kill percents, all he's got to do is hit you with down air, cancel that into charge shot, and your stock is gone. So you really don't want that charge shot, because he can surprisingly combo into it much more consistently than Samus can, which is pretty weird, but be it what it may. So right there, I went for the low recovery, knowing he was going to go for the spike. I guess I just went too low, because I could have swore I was going to make that back, as it looked like I was going to. But regardless, you know, that's just kind of what happened. So at this point, I was pretty salty about that match, as you know, there were a lot of things that went wrong in that match that just really shouldn't have. You know, that careless down air that led to me getting spiked, and then of course, you know, just not making it back to ledge. At this point, I'm really upset at how that match went, so I'm on tilt. I'm taking some time to slow down here at the character select and in the stage select. But you know, at this point, like I said, I was just super on tilt, and I was like, all right, you know, to win this, I have to reverse 3-0 this guy, and that is no easy feat, especially considering he's going Yoshi, which is one of his better characters. So we just decided to run things to Battlefield. I was like, you know what, this is a stage I'm most comfortable on. I don't have to worry about up smash killing ridiculously early, and I don't have to worry about being juggled by up airs endlessly. So I figured this is probably going to be the best map. So that's, you know, that was my pick. And you know, I pick Battlefield a lot of the time because it's a stage I practice on a lot, and it's a pretty good stage for Samus. So, you know, if you're playing Samus and you're ever unsure as to where to take your opponent, 9 times out of 10, Battlefield is your best bet. So jumping into the match, things are looking kind of even here. You know, I was feeling slightly comfortable. Slightly comfortable, slightly uncomfortable, because like I said, Yoshi is one of OffBeat's better characters, but I have a little bit of Yoshi experience from Dwebble, another Yoshi player at the weekly. He plays Rob more, so you know, I don't have amazing Yoshi experience, but I had a little bit, so you know, I was like, okay, you know, let's just jump in. You know, and I was trying to forget that last match, but it was just really bugging me and really getting to me in this match. So I'm throwing out a couple careless options here or there. It's not as bad as it has been previously. Just nearly getting shield broken there. That's terrible. So we're sitting at even percents, And, you know, locking in that forward smash, it was a sour spot. Unfortunately, had I gotten the sweet spot, it would have killed. And one thing about OffBeat is that he is a master of DI. Like, it is crazy how late percents he will live because of just how good his DI is. So, you know, when I do something that would normally kill someone else, he's living because he just DIs so well. Like that screw attack would have killed, but he DI'd it really good. So he's sitting at 166%. Anything will kill at this point. Just about anything will kill at this point. Sneak in that back air there, or back throw, I mean. And I was going for the spike, obviously. You know, I hit it, but I got the sour spot, and it just launched him back to stage and gave him a little bit of control. So I remember sitting there thinking, I was like, wow, just my luck. So he got me with that hit there. It wasn't enough hits done for him to chase after me, so I just got him with that charge shot. Good stuff. I went for a shield break combo during his invincibility frames, and I'm not sure why I did that, because there's no reason for you to shield when you have those frames, and he knew that, so he's like, I'm going to just go and give him the pressure. So I gave up stage control, and I gave up a charge shot for no reason there, so, you know, that doesn't do good for me. So we're both on last stock. Percents are looking a little bit more even here. But, you know, he's just doing the Yoshi things, doing really good, keeping me out with edge. Almost didn't make it back there. I was actually really scared because that missile was a misinput. I swear I do that once a week. But he got me with that good confirm into the forward air, dunked me, and I jumped up and I was super salty, but good games to OffBeat. He took that fair and square.